When Gustavus Adolphus, King of Sweden, wished to descend into the copper mines at Falun, his courtiers begged him not to risk his life. "A king," he replied, "is not worthy a straw who does not look into his treasury." On arriving at a freshly hewn chamber, where the copper ore shone bright and glittering, he exclaimed, "What should such a potentate be who possesses a palace like this?" These were the wise words of a great monarch who could appreciate the bounty of Providence in storing up the treasures of the earth for the welfare of his people. The ancient scripts of mines and miners are full of fanciful tales of bountiful riches. The metal mines of Cornwall and Devonshire contains an almost inexhaustible amount of mineral wealth. Today, those mineral reserves are depleted and the mines are largely closed, leaving behind a landscape dotted with reminders of our industrial past. For the modern-day explorer, the underground world offers fresh adventures, deep shafts, immense caverns, underground streamways and cascading waterfalls. Those brave enough to descend into the underworld will find that it is still the guardian of treasures of the earth, though nowadays of a very different kind. In Britain alone, there are hundreds, possibly thousands of miles of ancient mine passage, abandoned many years ago by the long-gone miners.
Relays and deviations.
People might just need a bit of guidance.
Some of these workings are readily accessible, others are the domain of the experienced explorer only.
See ya. Travel on, Mum, if you can. Okie dokie.
Using specially developed techniques and equipment, today's adventurers can overcome the many hazards and obstacles they encounter in relative safety. Lightweight equipment and reliable lighting allows them to explore the deep, dark caverns that were once the workplace of these industrious folk. Descending into the ancient workings, we encounter complex networks of interlinking passages, occasionally with timber-framed liberty gates defining the boundaries between adjacent mine titles, but more often with wooden stempling supporting the worked-out caverns. Curiously shaped coffin-level passages, hand-picked by the old miners, provide access between areas of the mineral workings. The more recently abandoned mine workings sport an array of machinery for drilling, cutting, hauling and transporting, all slowly decaying in their final resting places. But as we travel back to an era before such mechanisation, we encounter the more manual tools of toadman's trade. Underground blacksmithing works and hobnail boots, picks, shovels and other implements essential to working efficiently. To the uninitiated, these relics are little more than industrial junk, but to the mine historian and archaeologist, these artefacts are indeed treasures of the earth, providing a unique and valuable insight into working underground. Occasionally there are more unusual personal artefacts to be found. A miner's drinks flagon, his favourite pipe, tiny salt glazed jars, or a child's clog. Carefully left on embankments and in crevices as if they were to be used the following day, such personal effects bring to life a snapshot in time of these industrious people's busy lives. Moreover, it is the brief inscriptions and sometimes poignant words etched into rock and mud that tell us more about the people themselves than the tools and the machinery. In time, nature gradually starts to take back what is rightfully hers. Even relatively modern tunnels can soon become adorned with attractive formations, and the abandoned passages of ancient mines, delicate rafts of calcite occasionally grow on small pools, and the rough-hewn walls from which minerals were taken start to become covered in white or coloured flowstone. As calcite-rich water drips slowly from the cavern roofs, miniature stalactites and stalagmites start to grow, and beautiful formations more commonly associated with natural caves start to form. Miniature forests of helictites, curiously contorted calcite straws that seem to defy all the laws of gravity, bristle in crevices or sprout bizarrely from passage walls. Often overlooked by the unobservant eye, these are some of the most unusual natural treasures to be seen underground. Perhaps the most beautiful of all subterranean jewels are the rare and exquisite formations known as cave pearls. These miniature marvels tumble freely in their watery nests until their own weight finally compels them to become frozen and bound forever to their surroundings. As we venture through this fragile environment full of archaeological intrigue and natural beauty, we must remember that the treasures of the earth we see today are not for the taking or the making of wealth. These fragments of our industrial past, with nature's embellishments, need to be respected and conserved together, so that they can continue to enrich the minds of those fortunate enough to look upon them, long after we ourselves become part of history.
Well, I think the ladder's part of the work than prosecuting. Who's that watching? Oh, crikey. No, it's not. I mean, I could use 2 feet and put it through myself, but I want to get used to it.